In this video, I really just want to do a quick video to put a bug in your ear because I happened to to think about something, and the reason I started to think about it is because a lot of, I'm always looking for like new hymns that have correct lyrics and actually glorify God than are self-glorifying. And so I don't know if that's why a lot of like BYU groups have been coming across my YouTube. And really, like, because it's the Christmas season, I've had a lot of like music coming across my YouTube that I personally find really annoying. And it doesn't matter how many times I say like don't recommend the channel or I'm not interested in this. They're really pushing the Christmas music right now. Anyway, this caused me to think as I was coming across the BYU music, because they put out a lot of music, and actually they really do have a beautiful choir. There's a lot of talent in that church. I grew up in that church. A lot of talent. It's just unfortunate that they're more concerned about the talent than the actual. I would rather hear someone who had a voice like mine, but was actually singing correct lyrics for the purpose of glorifying God rather than trying to show off their talent. I started to think about what it was like to grow up in the Mormon church and the fact that they have a quote-unquote prophet whose function in part is to move the church through the times. Now look, this isn't what the Bible talks about, nor is it the example in the Bible. What God has established is eternal. His word, his law, what he has established is eternal. Nothing's going to pass away from what he has established. And so there's this idea in counterfeit Christianity. I see this in Catholicism. I saw it in Mormonism. I see it happening in the prostitutes that bore out of Catholicism, that they adjust God's gospel according to the times. So in other words, God is supposed to prostitute himself to the times, not we're supposed to be molding ourselves as the times are proceeding back to what God has commanded, and how do I live this out during the times I'm living in? Those are two very different perspectives, and only one of those perspectives is going to save. What I see these churches, quote unquote, doing is adjusting what God has established, his gospel, his doctrine, his law, adjusting it in order to adapt to and accommodate the times. And it's pretty gross. The only way that you're going to be able to stand firm and steadfast and resist the Antichrist is to know God's word and to be in relationship with him. No human being is going to be able to do that for you, even if they're speaking the truth. It's not your design for a human being to take the place of God in his word. Not even a true shepherd of God is supposed to be doing that, guys. I know that I don't stand in that role. I don't stand in that place. But I also know that there have been people who I've even corrected on that, on setting me up as an idol, who have done it anyway. And that's on them. It will not be on my head, because I know the way that I stand. I never shepherd you to myself. So I hope you'll think about this message and pray about this message and ask God to correct your heart, even things that you don't know about, that you don't see right now. Ask him to clean you up. Ask him to lay your heart bare before you, because it's already laid bare before him. It's a short video, but it's an important message. Please discern it with God.